The Buccaneers make a wise decision in episode 2 that effectively advances the season. 3 months have passed since Guy and Jinny left England, as he discloses in a letter to Nan at the beginning of the episode. After Jinny gave birth and the two became acquainted with Paloma, a local, they established a life in Italy. Returning to England, the Dowager Duchess, Nan, and Theo host a group for their Spring Gala at Tintagel, which includes a scavenger hunt. Lizzy tries to ascertain whether Nan is truly content with her marriage to Theo and if she needs to send Guy's letter. Mabel and Honoria attempt to separate from Honoria's mother in the interim. The scavenger quest for the Holy Grail and the Spring Gala are both very entertaining in this episode, which also includes some clever, if somewhat overt, allusions to King Arthur. We learn more about Hector, who is a pleasant addition. He encourages Nan to exercise her authority as the Duchess in a new way and shares some lovely romantic moments with Lizzy. A pleasant moment with Theo is also made possible by Nan's words, as he stands by her in front of their visitors. The sequences involving Lizzy and Theo are a little more difficult to understand. They help Lizzy play a larger part in season 2 of the Buccaneers, particularly in this episode, but they also deprive her of Hector, who seems like a really nice person who already knows her well. However, the episode's most significant decision for Lizzy is whether or not to deliver Nan Guy's letter, and the show does a good job of examining how that affects her. Naturally, the opening episode of season 2 of the Buccaneers concentrated on Guy and Jinny's escape as well as the immediate consequences of Nan's choice to wed Theo. The 3-month time leap makes it obvious that Jinny's return home won't be simple, which is both realistic and tragic for the characters. The episode does a fantastic job of examining that reality. As time passes, it is understandable that Nan begins to suffer from pretending to be happy in her marriage for the media, just as Guy does from reading about it. The scenes where Nan sobs in private are difficult to watch, and even though I don't always identify with Theo as a character, it's impossible not to feel sorry for him when he sees how miserable Nan is. The way that Jinny and Guy's scenes were handled in the episode also impressed me. In contrast to my pre-season idea of them perpetually on the run, the show has already defied expectations by allowing them to live freely in a stunning Italian beach town. Beyond that, though, I was also pleased by how natural their moments seemed, with Guy acknowledging that he occasionally resents her for the same reason and Jinny naturally finding it difficult to connect with the baby who made her leave her friends and family. There were some incredibly beautiful moments of joy in season 1 of the Buccaneers, even though it also clearly depicted the difficulties and anguish of Mabel and Honoria having to conceal their relationship. With Honoria and Mabel having to share a room and Mabel's mother interrupting them in the middle of their make-out session without knowing what's going on. Behind the door, this episode adopts a more late strategy. I also thought it was great that Mabel was able to relieve some of Honoria's stress by spending time with her mother. It was a humorous yet endearing moment. Scenes like those are crucial to the Buccaneers striking the right tonal balance, even though some of the episode's more serious moments are well earned.